NIT college, one of the top most college in India, started working in multinational companies. And there was a time in his life where he had a lot of money, but no time. And that's where he decided to enjoy his life, doing 6 hours of yoga, spending a lot of time in spirituality, spending a lot of time in serving. That is what his passion is. And today, with this opportunity, he's enjoying his life, already a multimillionaire, and helping thousands and crores of people today with only one mission, that helping people to thrive rather than survive, helping people to live a conscious, healthy, and a fulfilled life. Is none other than the life of inspiration for me always and very close to me, is none other than our mentor, our leader, PUSHPADEV Sharma from Singapore. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Leena, for speaking such good words about me. And good evening, everybody. And you were just listening to Leena, who is a very inspiring person and very, considerate and very lavish in her praises. So thanks, Leena, once again for speaking such good words about me. And of course, yes, I agree with you 100% that we have got an amazing, amazing product that we are going to discuss today. And it can change people's life in a very positive way. And when I saw it the first time, definitely, my mind was blown away. And that is when I decided that I must take it out and share it with people. So what we will do is I will just start with the presentation, and all of those who are here, you're all welcome to today's presentation, and you can take down your questions, whatever queries, clarifications you have, we will take them in the end. You can note them down and we can take all the clarifications in the end. And we'll have a special few minutes for that in the end. And what we are going to discuss today is how we can biohack into our physical and emotional well-being. And by doing that, how we can 10x our success, because this is something which we are talking about is futuristic, is of future. It's something.
Recording in progress.
It's a technology which not many people know about, and you are very lucky that you have been invited by some of your friend or well-wisher to have a look at this. And believe you me, after I finish my presentation, I'm sure that you will be very happy that you have witnessed this new technology today. So let's dive deep into it. See, this is a book which is one of the bestsellers by Jim Collins. And I read this book about 12 years ago. And this is from good to great. All the top 100 CEOs of top Fortune 100 companies, you'll find this book in their desk. And one thing I liked about this, and I wanted to share with you all in this presentation, is that it says, in the end, it is impossible to have a great life unless it is a meaningful life, which I 100% agree with, and I'm sure most of you will agree. And further on, it says that it is very difficult to have a meaningful life without meaningful work. Yes. And I think what we are going to discuss today, a product which can help our near and dear ones with a healthy life, is something which is a very meaningful work. So let's dive deep into it. See, any product or anything which has got to do with the health, we can call it useful if it solves certain pain points in the society. You will all agree with me, yes. If something solves the pain points in the society, definitely it is something very good, So let's look at what are the pain points in the society. If we look around, we see people are suffering from depression, and they're suffering from anxiety, learning issues, concentration issues, even family relationship problems, pains, injuries, insomnia, exhaustion, stress, big issue these days, both at work as well as at home. Then hormonal issues, even allergy issues, loss of direction, unworthiness, financial stress, even job losses after COVID. Yeah. So I think you all will agree with me that if we look around, almost every family will have one or more issues out of this list that you see on your screen. Yes. So the product that we have, the good news is that we have a product which can help resolve all these issues. So that's why we say that it is something through which we can help each and every family anywhere in this world. And let's go further. I think all of us know about Nikola Tesla. He is one of the top scientists in the last century, right? And he was the famous inventor of alternating current technology, or what we are using right now to witness this presentation, or in our home, the lights and all. It's all alternating current technology. So about 100 years ago, he made a very profound statement. He said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And I think this is such a profound statement. And in India, we have been knowing about this since last more than 1,000 years, thousands of years actually. Because when we say that, when we go to a realized person, we say, oh, let's get some blessings from this person. What are these? Those are all frequencies, energy, and vibration traveling all over, anywhere in the world. But when Nikola Tesla said it, people, they noticed it. And Albert Einstein, another famous scientist, he said a similar thing. He said, everything in life is vibration, which is so true. Now you must be wondering, those of you who are seeing it for the first time, that why we are talking about vibration, energy, frequency. The reason is that we are talking about a medical device, a product today, which is quantum science based and which is based on frequency, energy, and vibration. Now, how frequency, energy, and vibration is connected to human body, I've got a small video to share with you. Just have a look.
One of the greatest inventors of all time, Nikola Tesla, the genius who lit the world, once said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Say you are listening to the radio in your car and do not like the music that you are hearing. What do? You change the frequency. What many people fail to realize is that we can take charge of our frequencies in the exact same way. We tend to reduce our body's anatomy down to a simplified version that consists of only flesh and blood. But everything on this planet, animals, plants, and water, are made of atoms, which produce, emit, and receive energy, which operates at a specific frequency. Everything, all our tissues, cells, organs, emotions, and thought patterns have their own unique electromagnetic fields, as do allergens, viruses, or bacteria. All things have a frequency, including you, the human body. It has been shown that a normal person has a frequency of 62 to 72 megahertz. When the body drops below this frequency, we begin to get into illness and disease states. For example, if our frequency drops to 58 megahertz, then we are likely to get a cold or flu. If our frequency drops to 42 megahertz, we become susceptible to cancer within the body. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death.
Absolutely. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death. So, a lot of scientists have been working on it, that how do we change the frequency of human body? Because, they discovered that if the frequency comes down to 58, you start getting cold and flu. If it goes down to 42 megahertz, one is susceptible to even cancer. So how do we change that? A lot of research has been going on in the past few decades, and few excellent books have been written on the topic, which you see on your screen, like The Body Electric, Healing is Voltage, The Subtle Body, Frequency-Specific Microcurrents in Pain Management, Decoding the Human Body Field, and PEMF, The Fifth Element of Health. And on top left-hand corner, you see Second Path by Marcus Schmieke. We are going to talk about him today, because he's the inventor of this device that we are going to talk about. So it's a German technology. Marcus Schmieke is from Germany, And to tell you about him, he's the founder of this company, and he has extensive study in physics and philosophy. He's a quantum physicist, and he has authored 25 books on quantum science, and which have been translated into 10 different languages. And also he has founded 2 institutions where they do research on consciousness. And he has been a lecturer at international congresses on integrative science and medicine. And the best part is that he wants to make his technology accessible to all human beings. And he works with an international team of scientists, physicians, therapists, and engineers. So we are very blessed to, get this product, which has been created by Marcus Schwicke. To tell you more about him, a very interesting aspect of him is that right from the age of 15, he was interested in quantum science, and he started studying it. When he was 21 years of age and studying in a university in Germany, he realized that he's not getting all his answers from the studies in that university. And, at the age of 21, if you look around what young people are doing, they're all looking outward. I mean, people are working to, get good grades and get into a good job, or planning to start a good business and how to be successful and thinking about money. But here is this gentleman, Marcus Schwicke. He was not getting his life answers from quantum science, and he went inside and he went into deep spirituality and became a monk. For the next 12 years, he was a monk. He came to India as a monk, and he was in Himalayas, in Bengal, in other places as a monk. And he was trying to find answers to whatever is going on in his mind, and that is the time when he got this insight, and he wanted to do something for humanity. And he went back and tied up with the top quantum scientists at that time in the world, and top scientists and therapists and engineers. And he started building on different projects. And luckily, he got a partner in Christian Harper, who also is a spiritualist. But we know that spiritualists are not normally very good businessmen, scientists and spiritualists. But good thing is that Christian Harper is a billionaire, and he knows how to run a business. And he runs his own hedge fund by the name Super Fund of 1.5 billion euros. And he has a chain of vegan restaurants in Europe, all over Europe. And they both got together and formed a company by the name Time Waver at that time, and based in Berlin. And now their products are being sold in more than 50 countries. And the first product that Marcus invented was this, which you can see on your screen, the 2 white colored boxes. This is called Time Waver. And this is a quantum science-based device which costs around 58,000 euros, means in Indian price, it will be 50 lakh rupees. And this is, they call it Rolls Royce of frequency healing, because he launched it in 2006. Now it has been about, how many, say 17, 18 years. And this device is being used all over the world in more than 54 countries. And what this device can do is it can analyze a human body and figure out what organs in our body have cells at a lower frequency. And not only that, it can analyze, it can then give frequency-specific programs to correct that and give healing directly to our cells. And all over the world, I mean, therapists are using it. In Singapore, we have at least 5 clinics where they have this Time Waver machine. And if you go there to get the analysis done, they charge around 200 Singapore dollars, means around 12,000 Indian rupees to get the analysis done. And then the therapist will give you a complete list that, okay, you have to come for 15 to 20 days every day for 1 hour to take the therapy. And means that there is an expense of around $3,000 to $4,000. And believe you me, here, there is a waiting list of 1 month or more if you want to go and get this therapy. I mean, people love this technology. But, Marcus was always having this in his mind, that how do I make it accessible to the masses, to everyone? And he was working with his team on this. And, he kept on working. And exactly like what happened with computers, I think many of you would know that Howard Mark I was the first computer which was launched in the world. And that time it was costing $200,000. And you needed a big building to house this computer. And then we had mini computers. And then, the genius Steve Jobs got us Apple computers. Similar way, what Marcus Schmieke did was he changed this 50 lakh device, which is holding in his left hand. And with his research, he converted this into a small device, size of a matchbox, which I'm using right now. We are going to talk about this today. This is Healy. And the pricing came down 20 times. Can you imagine 50 lakh device? You can just use it like this. And, what he did was, with his team of scientists and everybody, he launched this in 2019. It took them 6 years to get a patent for this device. And the whole team was working, and they created computer algorithms, artificial intelligence, and they had a data bank of about 2 crore people who had been healed using time waiver all over the world. Doctors and therapists were using that. And that data was connected using algorithms and AI through cloud with apps in our cell phone. And they made it so easy for a common man to use that even anyone who can use a smartphone can use this device. Like somebody like me, who's not a technical person to use frequency healing and all that, I am using it. My 85-year-old mother uses it. So anybody can use it. So it took them 6 years to get that patent. And, with this device, it can do exactly what time waiver was doing. It can analyze our body, and then it can tell us exactly what programs we need to use. And it gives us even time that, okay, this program will be for 1 hour, and how we use it and all that. And believe you me, every day, when I wake up in the morning, I thank God for, giving all this wisdom and all this thing to Marcus Schmieke so that he could invent a device like this, and it is helping millions of people all over the world. I met him 3-4 times. Last I met him on 29th of November in Singapore. And if you look closely, if you look at his eyes, he is still, he looks like a monk even now. Only thing is his dress is different, but his lifestyle is still of a monk. So we have a scientist, a businessman, a multimillionaire monk here who has developed this device. And how Healy works, I'll just show you a small video, you'll get an idea. This is how it works here.
Healy is new, Healy is different, and Healy is extremely versatile. This little game changer is the first smartphone-controlled wearable that provides easy support in all important areas of your life with the use of frequencies. Healy analyzes the frequencies you need right now. Then the smart wearable applies subtle currents and individualized frequencies to your body via its electrodes. It strengthens your balance and harmonizes imbalances. Fitness, holistic health, and inner and outer beauty. Healy, over 120 programs to provide energetical support for you, for your body, and for your cells. Every single cell in our body is a small power plant that constantly produces energy. One thing is particularly important for this, the natural cell membrane voltage. And this is where the Healy comes in. With Nuno Nina's Gold Cycle programs that focus on rebalancing your cells. Healy also has suitable programs for many other applications on board. Programs supporting relaxation if you have a headache or back pain, but also for learning, concentration, or exams. Healy even offers support for mental balance, sleep, and stress. The Healy Beauty programs are supposed to support your inner and outer beauty energetically. In sports, The Healy is meant to promote performance, muscles, and regeneration. At home or on the go, in your leisure time or at work. In our opinion, health begins with good balance in all areas of life. This is what Healy stands for. State-of-the-art wearable technology, made in Germany to the highest standards. Based on use by 2,000 practitioners worldwide, who have seen as many as 500,000 patients. Healy, for me, and for you, and for everyone.
So the best part is that it is very easy to use. Anyone can use it who knows how to use a smartphone. And the device, the app only tells us that what programs we need to use and what is the duration and how to use it. Like right now I'm using with these bracelets. And you don't have to lie down on your bed or stop working. You can continue to do what work you are doing along with taking these frequency programs. Isn't that great? And you can also use it by using ear clips, which comes along with the device when we get it. And plus we also get adhesive electrodes. Like let's say somebody has back issues, pain in the knees, pain in the shoulder. So we get adhesive electrodes which can be put there on the place where the pain is, and then through these wires it get connected to Healy. So Marcus Schmieke, the inventor of this device, he says that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like an iceberg, when you see, only 3% of iceberg is visible above water. 97% is below water. So this, what you see is a small device. One must, first time one sees, one wonders what this small device can do. So Marcus says that this is just 3%. 97% is that AI, cloud, and the data, which is at the back end, which is working. So just 3% is here. That's why it's very easy to ship all over the world. Because the whole thing, 97% of this is, and that's why it took them 6 years to get patent for that whole process, how the data travels. And, it's all science-based, made in Germany, everything, even these bracelets, these wires, everything is made in Germany and all warranted by the company because they have not given it out to Germany or China or any other country. And it's a patented thing. And let's look at the science behind it. See, we all know that the body is composed of several layers. We have tissues and organs in our body. And what makes tissues and organs? Cells, yes. And what makes the cells? Molecules. We all know about it, yeah? And what makes molecules? Atoms, of course. But what makes atoms is the subatomic particles, that makes atoms. And what is subatomic particles? It's energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is exactly what Nikola Tesla said 100 years back when he said that, if you want to find the secret of knowing the universe is that you know about frequency, energy, and vibration. Because the base of everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And what is energy, frequency, and vibration? In quantum science, we call it the information field. Right? And how Healy works is that it can analyze the bioenergetic field. And what is bioenergetic field? It's the flow of life energy connecting body, mind, and soul in the human being. And this, in different languages, we call it, in China, they call it chi, in Korea, they call it kui, and in India, we call it prana, which is flowing through our subtle body. Hamare sukshma sharir mein, the prana which is flowing, it can analyze that. That is the technology we are using today. Isn't that amazing? First time I heard about it, I got blown away. And, in scientific terms, in quantum science, they call it the information flow in the quantum level. So Healy analyzes the bioenergetic field. Each human being has a unique bioenergetic field. Like every human being has a unique biometrics. Like, we know fingerprints are unique. No two human beings have the same fingerprints. 8 billion people in this world, no two people have the same fingerprints. Similarly, no two people in this world have the same bioenergetic field. And once, what Healy can do, it can measure the vibrations of the bioenergetic field. And after that, it analyzes that bioenergetic field and tells you what exactly your organs, which organ has cells at a lower frequency, and it gives you programs for that through these apps. What technology? And it has been approved as a medical device by EU, even FDA. Isn't that amazing? Let's look more deep into this. We can, the two ways Healy works. One is through microcurrents. They are small currents, like each cell has got small current in it. So similar microcurrents, like right now what I'm doing is I'm using microcurrents. But then higher frequencies can also be given directly into the bioenergetic field. So there are two ways it heals us. One is by physical, giving directly microcurrents, giving energy to our cells. And second is giving it directly healing to our bioenergetic field. Yeah. And the effects of microcurrent, it has been scientifically proven, papers have been published that when you use microcurrents, it increases amino acid transport in our cells by up to 40%. It increases protein synthesis by up to 70%. And not only that, it increases ATP production, the energy in our mitochondria of our cell, by 500%, up to 500%. Just imagine. So that is what it does. And it's based on the technology which is called cell membrane potential model. It was first developed by two great scientists, Professor Robert O. Becker and Professor John Nordstrom. Professor Nordstrom was chairman of Nobel Prize Committee for Medicine. And they both together developed this model, whereby the basic idea is that when it's cell, the outside of the cell is a positive voltage and the inside is negative, and the differential potential of outside and inside, a healthy cell is at minus 70 to minus 90 millivolts. And when the cell starts to go unhealthy, it goes to minus 20, minus 30, like that, millivolt. And that is when the membrane, outside membrane gets hard, and the nutrition from outside cannot enter the cell, and the inside toxins cannot come out. And that's when we get into disease stage. And when it happens over a period of time, if it is happening in our liver is getting affected, or heart or kidney or anywhere. I mean, that's how it happens. And through microcurrents, we can make our cells again, bring them to the healthy level. And Healy technology has been used. That more than 20 million applications have been done, and 54 countries the company is present today, and more than 2,500 practitioners are using Healy. And we have a complete holistic health advisory board, and there are some world-renowned frequency healers here, like Nino Nina. He has been doing frequency healing for the last 30 years, and he has a chain of holistic healing centers in all over Europe. Caroline McMcCann, if you Google, she is the official healer for NFL players in US, and she has been training therapists for the last 25 years, thousands of them, on frequency healing. So we have a complete holistic healing advisory board. And then there are more than 200 programs. In fact, the programs, the edition which I'm using right now, the professional edition, it has got 229 programs. And they take care of your physical, emotional, even mental, spiritual. And, you can even do aura analysis, even chakras analysis and the balancing of chakras, relationship. I mean, you name it, and we have those programs, because you know what? Healy can tap into the information field. If you understand what is the information field, I mean, you will be blown away what it can do. And in European Union, of course, it is certified by CE as a medical device for chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeleton pain, migraine, and even supportive treatment for mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. And even in US, FDA has cleared this as a medical device class 2. And then we have, on the Facebook, we have a frequency experience group. And all of you who are seeing this for the first time, I would suggest that the person who has invited you ask them for a link to go to this frequency experience group, and you will be surprised to see how people are getting helped by Healy. What all areas. I mean, there are 77,000 people who are part of this group. 77,000, they are active members of this group, and they are people who are therapists, doctors, healers, or even users of Healy and Time Waver. and they share their experience, and it's a very supportive group. I mean, they give you suggestions also if you have any condition. And the best part is that it has got a search option where you can see, like, let's say you want to know whether it helps people who have been suffering from diabetes. You can get all posts, related to diabetes or cancer or anything like that. I mean, you can go and search for different options. And I would strongly urge you to go and have a look at this. But for this presentation, for today's presentation, what I have done is I've taken some screenshots so that you can see what exactly you will find there. See this lady, this is a screenshot. I mean, many ladies, they face problems during menstruation period of pain and cramps and low energy. And this is what this lady was facing. And after using Healy for some time, she doesn't have to use any painkillers or anything for that, and full of energy. And this in the middle, you see, she used gold cycle. And that's what you can go to frequency experience and you can see hundreds of posts like this. Another one I have taken, a screenshot of for you is this lady who was 68 years old, suffering from depression. And she used Healy for 2 months. And after 2 months, she clicked a selfie of before and after. And she says, I had never liked my selfie before. And now he's not on medication, doesn't need medication, and improved. Then this is a screenshot of this lady suffering from chronic migraines. And she used to take strong anti-seizure medications, which had strong, side effects. So, and she says, after using Healy just for a few days, I started to feel what exactly it feels to be a normal person, And she says, fast forward to present, I am no longer on any medication. Then this is a screenshot of this lady, who a lady suffering from chronic stress fracture, L5, S1 to 7. And she tried everything, pain management, injections, PRPs. Even she had to buy a special bed. She couldn't sleep on a normal bed. Even she couldn't brush her teeth because she couldn't even bend that much. And now she says she's no more on any medication. She hasn't seen her doctor for the last 1 year. Isn't that amazing? And she can sleep comfortably in the night on a normal bed, and she can run around with her 4-year-old kid. Let's have a look at another one. And Healy has got some beauty and skin programs. I mean, this is a disruptive product. I mean, you all will agree with me. There are some very expensive and very good products in the market for skin, for beauty. Now we have frequency programs for skin, for hair, for inner beauty, for aging, for nails, skin elasticity. And ladies would love it, actually, even men. So, I mean, these are the frequency programs. And here is a post which I took a screenshot of. This lady says that she was suffering from allergy. You can see, I mean, whenever she used to eat certain things, she would get these rashes on her chest. And even change of season and all that. I mean, she was suffering from folliculitis. And she has posted her photograph before and after using Healy for 18 days. And she says that if 3 years ago, you would have told me that I could be benefited by using frequency healing, I would have laughed on your face because I didn't know anything about frequency healing. And just after using for a few days, now she says, the best part is at the bottom. It says she's 39 now. She says, I'm 39 and my skin never looked this good, even in my 20s. Can you imagine that? So believe you me, it's a disruptive product. Many companies who are selling very expensive lotions and potions will have issues with this product in the market. And this is one of the pages, We have 229 programs in professional edition. This is one of them. Then we have bioenergetic harmony programs like tonsils, bacteria. This screenshot I've taken for this gentleman with his lovely wife. He could not sleep the whole night. Every 1 hour he had to go to the bathroom because he was suffering from prostrate. Now, after using Healy, he can sleep the whole night. Isn't that amazing? Then we have learning programs. This is awesome. We have programs for memory, for learning, for concentration, for exams. Now, this screenshot I've taken, you must go to Frequency Experience Group and read all these posts. Now, this kid was not even able to pass in the exams in the school. After using Healy, same kid, is scoring 85% marks. Just imagine. No? Wouldn't it be amazing for our kids to use these programs? And then we all know that, these days kids, they're very difficult to take, devices away from them because it's so, addictive and so much of information. And we have bioenergetic defense programs in this professional edition, where if we run those programs like electrosensitivity, if we run those programs, even if our kids are using these devices, iPads and tablets and all that, they will not be having ill effects of radiations. Isn't that amazing? Even grown-up people who are working in IT industry or in front of computers the whole day, it can be a boon for them. And then we have in that same bioenergetic defense, which is there in professional edition, we have programs for any negative energy coming from outside. Like, you must have heard many people saying, oh, I'm getting a lot of negative energy these days. And some people call it black magic or whatever, different names. So it can even detect your bioenergetic field and tell you, okay, there's something happening there. And there are frequency programs to take care of that. Isn't that amazing? Then this is my favorite, digital nutrition mixture. See, we all know that the diet we eat, we don't get all vitamins, minerals and trace minerals and that. Can you imagine we have got frequency programs for all vitamins, minerals and trace minerals that our different organs need? Programs like for brain, for hair, for skin, for heart, for head, for gastrointestinal system, for muscles, for nails. And this is just one page. Like this in professional edition, we have 6 pages. Like for brain, let's say, if you see the PDF, there'll be about 20 different vitamins, minerals, which are frequency programs giving these vitamins directly to our cells and absorbing 100% into our cells. So this, a screenshot I've taken of this lady, she wanted to lose weight, and she says she has been trying for ages. When she tried everything, like dieting, gym, and you name it, and everything she tried, but nothing worked. But after getting Healy, she started using fitness and digital nutrition programs, and she lost 12 kgs and a physically fit body. So this is what it can do. Then we have programs for sleep, job. A lot of people are suffering because they don't get sleep. And I had used this program once, and believe you me, I've never had this kind of a sound sleep ever in my life before. Although when I go to the bed, I get my sleep within 5 minutes. But when you use this, you know what real sleep is. It's totally different. And you wake up absolutely refreshed. Just about an hour ago, we were having a training with one of our teams, and we had a lady there. She said that, when she was working in her office, by the time it was 6 o'clock, she used to be exhausted. And she would go home and just lie down on the bed. And she shared her testimony. She says, now I can keep on working till 8 o'clock in the night. Because, and all her sleep issues and everything gone and full of energy. I mean, this is what this can do for you. It's just awesome. Then we have skin programs, another, screenshot I've taken before and after. From grandmother, this young lady became mother, So just look at the difference. And what all 7 programs she used, she has shared with us here. And then we have programs for hair. And this is another biggie. We have programs for not only human beings. See, just one device, if we can use one device for the whole family. And it's a one-time purchase, not to be anything to be bought every month or things like that. But not only for human beings. Let's say you have pet at your homes. Now, I know of families where, pet is not eating, the whole family, the kids are also not eating. They are devastated. What has happened to the pets, So, and it's difficult to make out because the dog cannot say what is happening inside. But this same device can be used to analyze bioenergetic field of our pets. Isn't that amazing? And then there are animal programs like we have one, therapist in our team in Bangalore, Dr. Triveni. Last time when I was there about 15, 20 days back, she, shared with us, she says her dog, whenever the dog is, lying low or not eating, she gives these frequency programs to the dog. And within 20 minutes, the guy starts jumping. Can you imagine? And she was so happy. She says, now we don't even have to go to veterinary doctor, And anytime, I mean, these are the programs that you have here, your dog, your cat, or anything, your whatever animal. Even in villages, people have their cows and buffaloes or even goats, all that. It can take care of that. It's such an amazing thing. Now, I'll share with you a small video. And then when people started using Healy, we asked them, how do you like the experience? And what they responded. It's a small 1-minute video. Just have a look.
What do you think of Healy? It's totally fucking like amazing. I'm blown away. Like, I can feel everything. I don't know what I just feel like it really came out of right and the opportunity. I could cry. Like it's to that level. Like, I'm like, this is it. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. I'll say that too. Yeah.
Years, I had taken a permanent fort, which was my daily for 4 weeks. And I used to take my up to 10 a day, which was just...
About 15 or 20 minutes into the frequency, his whole demeanour just changed and the colour came back into his face. And he said to me, "So I'm great now, I feel good, Mum. I'm just going to go ride my bike for a bit." And he just took his Healy off, went outside and did a lap of the block on his bike, and completely feeling fantastic again.
My energy levels were great. My moods were balanced.
My mind feels like I've had, for lack of a better word, a brain flush.
And the other thing is, I always notice when I run the skin program, the next morning my skin feels like it's 100% silk. It's just unbelievable.
I'm getting the results right now, and it's actually blowing my mind.
And I've just put on this little ear electrodes, and then Healy has a migraine program that you can run. And honestly, I've been running it for the past 10 minutes, and the symptoms of my migraine have gone down about 80%. My sense of calm is back, my happiness is back, my mental clarity, my concentration, my sleep, my blissful sleep is back.
Number one, back pain. And I almost fell out of my chair when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, the level of intelligence that this device has is absolutely mind-blowing.
100% agree with that. And the level of intelligence this device has is absolutely mind-blowing. It's a category creator product. And it is something similar to what iPhones did. iPhone was a category creator. I think many of you would remember a time when we used to have phones where we had push buttons, to dial in the numbers. And first time Apple came out with a device which had no buttons. So people were wondering, how we are going to use this phone. It was just flat screen. And that was a game changer. That was a category creator. And today, almost every phone is flat screen. There are no push buttons gone. So people who invested in Apple at that time, they have made millions. Similarly, now here is a device. There is no device like this anywhere in the world. It is a category creator. It is a disruptive product. And it's a real wellness tool. It's like having a doctor, a digital doctor right in your pocket who can guide you any moment, even middle of the night. You want to figure out what is happening with you, it can do it. So people who start using this, and it can be creating a fortune for them. So this is the right time. Time has come for, like Albert Einstein said that the future of healing will be based on frequency. Absolutely true. The time has come. So let's look at the pricing. In India, we have different editions. Like the top edition is known as Healy Professional, which is costing around 3,29,119, including GST and everything. It has got 229 programs. And the lowest edition is Healy Gold, which has got 10 programs, and it is costing 41,352. And in India, they have created another smaller device, which is priced at 22,000, having 4 programs, which is known as Healy Essential. So the difference is that Healy Professional, it has Professional, the Resonance, and Healy Resonance Plus. These three top devices, they not only have programs which we can use as microcurrents, but they have programs for analyzing our bioenergetic field. And the other lower three editions, they don't have that analysis in them. And then these have 229 programs, but we can always upgrade our device. Once we buy it, depending upon what one is comfortable with, they can buy any edition. And the good news is that since this is just the beginning stage of the business in India, and the company is giving some very good deals in India this month, just yesterday, the Asia Pacific head of the company announced that in India, we have top 3 editions like Healy Professional, Healy Resonance Plus, and Healy Resonance at a discount of 40%. Can you imagine that? 40% of the price. Now, you don't have to pay 3,29,000, it's 40% off. And not only that, there are some special promotions this month where when you buy a Healy Professional, you also get a Healy coil, which is independently costing around 20,000 rupees for free. And along with that, you also get a new program, which is Soul Cycle, which is costing around 26,000 something for free. And also a travel pouch, which you can use for keeping this Healy. So all that, I mean, these kind of promotions are there. So you can, the person who has invited you, get back to the person, and then you can decide which edition you want to buy. Now I want to share with you something, some of you maybe, they may have been invited that we are showing you some opportunity. So here I'm going to talk to you about an opportunity, which is a huge opportunity, because all these products are being sold internationally through the way of direct selling. Now I'll give you a small example. Healy Resonance, this is costing around 1,23,000. Once you start using this program, like, yesterday we had 2 days back in our office in Singapore, Oxley Tower, we had about 150 people who are Healy users using Healy every day. And they were on the stage and they were telling us that there are people who have, reduced their age by 5 to 10 years in just 3 months. Can you imagine that? If somebody tells you that you can reduce your age by 5 to 10 years by in next 3 to 6 months, how will you like it? And there were people coming one after another on the stage, and I was looking at them, and they are using Healy. And that's what happens. Once you start using this device, your friends, your people, your colleagues, they are going to ask you. If they're buying from the company with your reference, you know what you get? This is a small example. 4 people buying with your reference from the company. What company sends you a bonus check? Of how much? 1,56,000. And there's some more promotions this month, which are there, where you can get even a device for free. So this is just the beginning. I mean, we can help each and every family. When you saw the first slide, we are solving the pain points in the society. And every family needs this product. The only thing is, how do we reach them? If you want to help us, reach all these families, it's a big business opportunity. We have a fantastic team. We can work with you, and it can be a huge business opportunity, along with a huge product which can change your health of your loved ones. And I'll finish it quickly. I know I'm getting late. I mean, this is a new product company is going to launch very soon in India. It has been launched in European Union and US. It's called Healy. This is what I'm using right now. No, it's not a UFO. It's a product. First time I saw this, I thought it's a UFO. It's a flying saucer, but it's a Healy, magnetic Healy. And I'm right now running a program called Coherence, and it's an amazing, amazing stuff. Now you must be wondering, why do we need another product? See, this Healy takes care of everything, everyone in our family, even our pets, but it takes care of the inside, right till the cell level. But if you have negative energy in the room, how do we solve that? Now here, company has launched this Healy for that, and it covers an area of 3 meters. If you're sitting in an office and you run a program, 10, 15 people sitting in the office, everyone gets benefited, and it has programs for even, let's say you're working on a project and you want people to be focusing on that project, there are programs for that. Can you imagine? And as I told you initially, Caroline McMccann, who's the healer for NFL team in US, She's one of the co-creators of this program, as she has created 24 frequency programs for this. And you will be surprised to know that there are programs in this not only for environment, but also for water. That's the water that I'm drinking right now while sharing this with you. It is not a normal water. It's energy water. You know how I could convert this into energy water? By using Healy. I just kept it on top of this glass for 10 minutes. And there are programs which will change the molecular structure of the water. Can you imagine that? And it becomes an energy water. There are 24 programs you can change the energy of the water. It's an amazing, amazing product. It'll come to you very soon. So this is a company which is going places. And we have a complete online, offline presentation team, strong veteran support team. Right now, I'm giving you a presentation about an hour back. We had a presentation with Korea. Then we have regular presentations in Taiwan, in Canada, in Japan, in Australia, in Europe. If you have people, in these countries, we are there to support you. You can build a global business sitting wherever you are right now, and we have a regular high-level training, seminars and everything. And just to give you a small example, this gentleman, Carsten Lange, he's the top earner in the company. See, the company, as I told you, this Healy division started in 2019, right? About 3.5 years ago. And that was the time, he's a law graduate and he joined this company. And 2019, what happened? Corona came and the whole world was suffering, 2019, 2021. And businesses went down, people who were in employment, jobs, they lost their jobs. Some people got their salary cut by 50%. But you know what happened with Carsten Lange? In those 3 years, he made $10 million US, means close to about 100 crores. Isn't that great? You know why? Because he was helping people. Helping people do what? Helping people with their health and wellness. And this is what he was sharing with people. And today, his monthly income from this business is 490,000 euros a month, 4.5 crores a month. Is that good? Of course, it's fantastic. And anybody can do that because it's a huge, we have just started in India. And this is the last slide I'll share with you. The background, how this company started. In 2019, this division, Healy started, and first year, the turnover of the company was $8 million US, which is pretty good for a startup. Yes, you'll agree with me. But then 2020, COVID came, and they couldn't go out and share with anyone because everything was closed. So when first time I was shown this opportunity, I was asked this question, what do you think would have been turnover in 2020? I said maybe 2 million. Because what do you do? I mean, the whole businesses are going down. It's a new startup. But they said, no. It went higher. So I said, okay, maybe 10 million. They said, no. More. I said, okay, maybe double, 16 million. But you know what happened? In 2020, the company's turnover was 105 million. The company grew 13 times. And this created a history. This is the first company in direct selling. In 1 year, it grew by 13 times. And that's history ever. And in 2021, the Marcus Schmicke and his team, what they did the smartest thing. They hired the top brain in this industry, in direct selling industry. You know who? Christian Dorner. Christian Dorner was head of Europe for a company by the name Tupperware. And now he is the CEO of Healy. And they must have paid him big money. Of course, yes, it was a startup, new company. And then they hired another gentleman. His name is Luciano Garcia. He was president for Tupperware in the country of Japan. And Luciano, he stays in Orlando, where all these billionaires are staying in that area. And he is a partner. He holds the shares of Tupperware. And now he is chief commercial officer for Healy. Of course, Healy would have paid him pretty well to hire him. And then they hired another person by the name Johan. And he's the Asia Pacific head for Healy now. And before that, you know what he was doing? He was Asia Pacific head for a multi-billion dollar company by the name Oriflame. So they hired these top-notch professionals. And in 2021, when Christian Dorner came, he says, we are not going to ship this product anywhere because in 1 year, they reached 45 countries because it's such a small product. They're shipping it left, right, and center. And people knew about Time Waiver and they said, we want it. And they were shipping it. He said, nothing doing. I'll get all these countries. We have to be physically present and follow all the local laws. And he said, for the first 6 months, we're not going to do anything. And I met this guy in Singapore in June when they had come there. I mean, to my left, in that black T-shirt is Christian Dorner. He's a CEO. And to my right is Johan. And we are sitting in this Rafael's hotel. It's one of the iconic hotels where they were staying that time. And Johan is now Asia Pacific head. And after that is Luciano Garcia. And he is the shareholder of Tupperware and chief commercial officer now. I mean, these are the brain behind this business for developing. 6 months, they did nothing. They just set the things in order. And next 6 months in 2021, the turnover was 140 million. And then 2022, it still grew. Now we just started, numbers will come out. Now we are in 2023. And I asked, Christian Dorner, I said, what do you think about Healy? How is it going to grow? He says, we have left our multi-billion-dollar company careers and joined Healy, a startup. You know why? Because we know that it's going to be a unicorn. Unicorn means first 6 years, it will be $1 billion valuation. And of course, yes, because last month we opened South Korea, which is a big market, third biggest market in direct selling. And then we also opened Japan. Then we are present in 54 countries. And now I think next month or this month in January, the plan is that they are going to open Mexico also. So we are growing in a big way. Asia Pacific is a huge market. For those of you who are looking for something, you have come to the right place. We are looking for you. You come and join us. Talk to the person who has invited you and get connected with us. Yes. Here is an opportunity of lifetime, which comes once in a few decades, And to end my presentation, I will say where I started. Let's get together and do some meaningful work. Let's help people get their life from good to great, And that's the end of my presentation, my dear friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, any question you have, you are most welcome to ask. I'll try my best to answer that. And please go ahead. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. I'll try my best to answer. And also, once we finish this presentation, you can get back to the person who invited you, and you must thank him because he has introduced you to something which is life changing. It's a category creator product, and ask him how you can get hold of this product, and we are there to help you. Any questions, any queries, most welcome. Please unmute and ask.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, Mr. Varthi.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed to know about this product. Basically, I have when you say about the programs of each EQP devices.
Yes.
Now, if you can elaborate, for example, if a person is having allergy problem, or he is also a diabetic, and then he is also having multiple symptoms.
Right.
Of so how will you decide on that what product will that person will need? And since I am not a practitioner, so how is it possible for me to push this product to such people?
Perfect. That's an excellent question. And as I told you, this device, what it can do is it can record your bioenergetic vibrations, and then it can analyze your bioenergetic field. So when we run in the top 3 editions, Resonance, Resonance Plus, and Professional, we can analyze, we can do the resonance analysis of anyone in our family, and then it will suggest 5 top programs that we need to do, and then we go deeper into this. It gives us programs for that, and then we don't have to think anything. We just have to run those programs. So whatever, let's say if somebody is suffering from diabetes, also blood pressure, or maybe something else, all that comes in that when you analyze their bioenergetic field, because it is not even only analyzing the physical body, it's going into the information field of that person, the bioenergetic field. And what we say is that if you want to reduce your age by 5 to 10 years, you can do that in next 3 to 6 months. And you know how it happens? Like you take a photograph of 5 years back, 10 years back, and then you take your photograph of now, and then you work for 3 months, 6 months. For 3 months, what you have to do is you just have to do nothing. Here is a device which you can analyze, get your 25 programs, run 5 programs a day of them by using these microcurrents. And within 3, 4, 5 days, if you give it to somebody, they'll come back to you and they'll say, oh, we are feeling better. Because when we are diabetic, then maybe something wrong with our liver or pancreas or gallbladder. So it's attacking that area. It cells in that area. So we don't even have to be a therapist. That's the best thing I like about it. So in the next if you do it for 100 days, you almost 90% plus of your issues will be resolved by that. That's why we say that how you can reverse your age by 5 to 10 years in the next 3 to 6 months. Yeah. So it's, one doesn't have to be a therapist or anything. It's, we have, because of AI is working in it.
Along with this Healy product which you mentioned, there must be some other accessories.
Yeah, it all comes with this, like all these bracelets and all comes in one package. There's nothing else you need right now, except one, this, magnetic coil one can buy, because, many people, if suppose you're working out or somewhere you are going to office, maybe you don't like to use this. You can just remove it and put this magnetic coil and keep it on your collar or anywhere in your pocket. It works. That's how. So this is an accessory which we can buy. Is optional, but other than that, that's it. You get everything in that package.
Hello, sir.
Any other question? Anyone? I hope, Mr. Varsi, I've been able to answer your question. I tried my best.
Yes, it's. I think once we have some physical demonstration of the product, will get more knowledge on that.
Yeah, sure. Who invited you, Mr. Varsi? Who invited you? May I ask?
I don't remember the name. Chennai, there is one. Somebody called me. I forgot to remember the name. And then there was another lady who called, which was they were on video conferencing.
Yeah, Mr. Varsi, I spoke to you, I feel. That Kavita has invited you.
Yeah, Kavita, yes, sorry.
And you are in Delhi, right? We had a discussion morning. Yeah.
Yes,
okay, perfect. So you can get in touch with Leena and Kavita, and they will be guiding you. So absolutely, you're in the right hands. Absolutely, perfect. So any other questions?
I'll get in touch with you, Varsi, and we will help you out. Don't worry, sir.
Thank you. So nice of you.
Perfect. So any other queries, questions, anyone?
Hello, sir.
Yes. I would appreciate if you can put on your video so that I can see you also. That will be very good, actually. Whoever is asking any question.
Mr. Sharma, I'm asking you that for the Healy Gold, how many programs do we have?
We have 10. We have 10 programs in Healy Gold. 10 programs. Yeah.
Like what are they? Like, can we know what are the programs?
Yeah.
Like
who has invited you? You just ask them. They'll send you a complete. On WhatsApp they can send you the details. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But we have people who have even reversed their diabetes by using just gold programs.
And that's what I'm asking, because I have problem with diabetes and many other problems right now. So
yeah. So you get in touch. Who invited you?
Mr. Raman.
Mr. Raman. Okay. Perfect. You get in touch with Mr. Raman, and he will be able to solve your queries, and definitely you can be helped. Whatever your condition, whatever you are looking for, we have a solution for that. Yeah. I mean, we say that you can reverse your age by 5 to 10 years by using this product for 3 to 6 months. Absolutely, any disease.
And this will cost 43,000 on like na for gold. Gold
will be 41,000. Yeah, 41,000.
That's okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So myself, Narendra.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Narendra.
So is it work epilepsy and kidney stone?
See, Healy says that we don't diagnose, treat any disease.
Okay.
And we stick to that. What happens is Healy is giving you healing at the cellular level. So once your cells are healed, then the body rebalances itself. So any condition that you're undergoing, definitely there will be relief in that. That I can assure you.
But it is not required surgery.
See, that's what I'm saying. Healy, we don't say that you don't go to the doctor. See, expert doctors can tell you whether you need a surgery right now or not. If your doctor is saying you need to go for a surgery, please go ahead and do it. We would recommend that whatever your doctor tells you, you follow that. But what we are, it's an alternative therapy. You know, you will get benefited by this, but at the same time, you need to consult. Like people have reversed their diabetes by not stopping medication, by using Healy. And once, you know, then we say that you constantly be in touch, do measure your diabetes and everything. So slowly, the doctor only will reduce their dosage. And ultimately, they'll tell them that, okay, you don't need to take medication because your diabetic levels are okay. That's how it happens. So actually, what we are doing is we are not, disease is something which is, we are giving a name to some condition. Otherwise, diabetes means there could be some trouble in liver or in pancreas or in gallbladder. Like similarly, we are not doctors who can advise you that whether you can do this or not that. But yeah, definitely it heals at the cellular level and it will help you in any condition. You can revert your age by 5 to 10 years by using this. That we can tell you.
You mean to say using that going on, it will help to reduce that. Correct, sir?
It can help. It will help your health condition. Now, what exactly you are facing, only doctor can see you. And if doctor is advising you surgery, please go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you say. And then you start using this also so that you don't get into that condition again. And you can quickly recover from surgery. We have programs for quickly recovering from surgery also.
Okay. As of now, it is not there.
Whatever condition you are suffering from, yeah, we have programs for that. Everything.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome. So, any other question, or clarification anyone has in item? Or yes.
Yes, this is Rajshekhar calling from Bangalore. Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Allah for noted me. I just wanted to know, is there any program for this thyroid cases?
A program for
thyroid.
Thyroid, yes, we have programs for that. Yes, we have programs for thyroid harmony. Yes, specific, and we have some very good testimonies for thyroid condition. If you
hyperthyroid cases,
whoever has invited you, you ask them for a link for going to frequency experience group, and you will see hundreds of testimonies there. How people are getting.
Sidhu is noted me, but even before buying this, I just wanted to have the experience of that. I just wanted to have my own feeling before.
Absolutely, you can do that.
So far I got the feedback, but unless and until I feel myself now.
Absolutely, you go to Mr. Sidhu's place or office, and then you can he can help you take a demo so that you can experience it. Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you. Most welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Lena, I think we call it a day now.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, sir. It was really a wonderful session. And I hope, there is no more questions. So
Hello. Pradosh, you are on the line. If you have any query, you can ask.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Kumaravelu.
Yes, Mr. Kumaravelu.
Mr. Sidhu from Bangalore has invited me.
Okay, perfect.
And I have taken a small treatment
for
my lower back pain.
Okay.
And since that day, almost a week's time now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my back pain. It's not coming.
Oh, awesome. That's a awesome sharing. That's the best thing to have, actually.
Yeah. And also we tried to contact you, Miss Lena. That day we missed you, actually. For this sake, I went to my in-laws' place and from there we tried to call you.
Okay.
And that day somehow we lost. Today, nice to meet you.
Oh, so sorry, sir. I missed your call. We will definitely connect.
Yeah.
In fact, today we had a very good testimony by one of our partners, Usha. I mean, she says she was limping and she started using Healy just by using for 3 days. She can walk normally. Although the pain is still there, but she has started walking normally. I mean, this is what makes my day when I get these kind of testimonies. Thank you, Mr. Kumar, for sharing with us. And I think let's end this session because it's pretty late for many of you. And
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure meeting such wonderful people today, and thank you very much for connecting with us. And you get in touch with the person who has invited you, and any of your queries, ask them some more queries which are coming later. And let's get together and help all our near and dear ones get into better health. Yes.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for dialing in.